Hello, I'm Randy here, and today we are working on welding the clothesline posts here back together. We had the brilliant idea. We thought we'd lift this clothesline post up out of the ground here a little bit. It's a little bit too low and we keep hitting our heads on it. So we thought we'd lift it out of the ground here using the tractor and the forks. We put the forks underneath on either side of the top beam there and thought we'd just lift up and see what happened. Well, that is what happened. Now we got it all ground out and cleaned up there. It was welded together right here, and that weld broke unfortunately. But yes, we went ahead and dug it out, and yes, no wonder why we couldn't lift it up. Almost probably, it's probably close to 3 foot of concrete there, and cement in the ground. We didn't realize it was in the ground that much, and there's actually even a steel plate under there too yet. So this thing was in the ground, but good. No wonder why the weld there broke. But anyway, we're going to get this welded back together here and get it back in the ground. And hopefully, yeah, it won't be quite as deep in the ground either. We'll lift it up a little bit. I'm not sure how well that's going to go here because we do have this here. I don't know if I have to take this off a little bit or what, but we'll figure that out. Okay, everyone, having some technical difficulties here. We got the posts all cleaned up there, lined up about the best we can. We're going to go weld it. Went to fire up the welder. Turns on, and the display here, it displays how many amps you're welding at. Was going crazy, like up and down and all over the place. Like, what in the world's going on here? Trying to adjust the knob. And it drops it down to 1 amp. And yeah, so feeling this knob here, feels like the knob on my welder has gone bad. It's been a pretty good welder here. It's a TIG, stick, and plasma cutter combination unit here. So yes, unfortunately, that puts a little crimp in our plans. So we replaced it. Went down to the local hardware store, and we picked this up. This is a combination stick, TIG, and MIG welder. So I'm now without a plasma cutter. We'll see once maybe we can resurrect that yet for a plasma cutter. We'll see once. But yes, we've got a brand new welder here, so we're going to be using this instead. Got a couple different features on it here that one didn't have. A little bit fancier, a little bit newer. About the same amperage. That one was 200. This one, from what I can read, is about 170 at the max. So should be about the same, or real close anyway. And it is a Fournet brand. The local hardware store carries anyway, which is kind of nice. So if I need any parts for it, tips and all that good stuff, they carry all that stuff there, so that's pretty nice. So anyway, we're going to get this fired up here and start welding. Okay, folks, we're making progress here. You can probably see here. Yeah, that's a very ugly weld, and even I'll admit to that. Went through 3 different rod types here. I started out with some 7018. That definitely did not do well at all on this. I don't know what kind of steel this is. I was assuming it's just regular steel, I'm assuming, but I'm thinking maybe now that it's not. Went to 7018, that didn't work. So I switched to 6013. No, wait a minute, let me check. No, 6011, I'm sorry, 6011. Switched to 6011. That also did not work worth a crap either. It definitely worked a lot better. That's what, we'll go to the other side here. This side over here is welded with 6011. That actually looks okay. I mean, it's not great, but it looks okay. You know, I'd buy that weld. Again, like I said, not the greatest. Wasn't happy with that either. So I finally switched to 7014, and 7014 seems to be doing the trick. So we are using 7014, doing the first pass on 3 32nds rod, and then we're doing a second pass with 1/8 of an inch rod. So first pass there with 3 32nds at 70 amps, and then a second pass here with 1/8 of an inch at about 120 amps. So 2 passes here, and that got this this weld right here, which I'm real happy with that. That is a really nice weld. And it's definitely a big weld, but it looks pretty good to me. Got some good layers there. I'm definitely liking the welder here so far. It's a bit noisy, but hey, can't complain about that. It does its job, working nice. Definitely can lay down some weld with it. And like I said, it's definitely nice and smooth. I can definitely tell, again, like I said, I don't know what kind of steel this is, but this is definitely doing a good job on this particular here. So we'll continue on welding.